Good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. It doesn't even feel like Sunday. Like, is it me? It does not feel like a Sunday at all. It's actually not even that sunny today. It's actually a little gloomy and I was actually a little tired this morning and I wasn't sure if I was going to upload today or go live today, but I knew that I wanted to because the topic I wanted to talk about is something I've been wanting to talk about for a while, and I just didn't really know. I feel like I don't know the real, I didn't at that time know the real answers to it, and that's why I decided not to even make that video. So now that I'm more sure about this subject, because I am a happy mom. So I don't think I even put the title in. Excuse me. I don't know why I keep doing it. But the title of today's video is how to be a happy mom. So I feel like you can only talk about this subject if you are a happy mom. So I think I technically am qualified to do this topic, okay? And just to let you know, I'm in line right now. I'm trying to get my coffee. Like my last live, I think I'm gonna start grabbing my coffee and then going live. It's like the easiest way to do it. It's the most convenient time as well. But anyway, so I think I'm qualified to talk about this subject. So I want to talk about how to be a happy mom. So the first thing I want to say is that happiness is, let me make sure my Bluetooth is not on. Bluetooth on, because I want to make sure you can hear me. Happiness is optional. And I know that may be crazy to say, right? Because a lot of people think that happiness is based off what you have, what's been given to you, where you are right now in life, who you're in a relationship with, the behavior of your children, etc., etc. And that's not what happy motherhood is. We can't base our happiness on basically our external situations. We can't base our happiness off of that, because every day there's going to be a new situation. Every day something different is going to happen. Yesterday is not going to be the same as today. Hi, whoever just came in, welcome. Good morning. I'm talking about how to be a happy mom. So if you are a happy mom, leave a comment in the comment section and say hi. But we can't base our happiness on our external situations, because they're situational. Literally, they can change at any moment. So happiness, number one, what I want to say is happiness is a choice. It's a decision. You just have to wake up and decide today is going to be a good day. No matter what happens, no matter what gets in my way, no matter how my plans may change or may get screwed up a little bit, I have to decide that today I'm going to be happy. I'm choosing to be happy. So to be a happy mom, you have to, number one, you just have to decide to be happy. You have to decide. So the second thing I want to talk about is being a happy mom. Most happy moms, what we do is that we focus on our strengths. Like, that's one of the things you have to do when you go through motherhood, because there are going to be so many times as a mom where you're going to feel like you failed. You're going to feel like, oh, this didn't work out. Like, I set up the system for them and it didn't work. Or I'm late picking up the kids again. Like, this thing is happening. I don't have enough money to pay for this. It's going to be so many things that may get in your way. Good morning. So many things may get in your way as a mom, and you have to really focus on the good things about you. So one of my strengths I like to talk about is that I'm good at setting up systems for my kids. So one of the systems that I have, because I read a lot of books, especially like psychology books. I read a lot of those because I know that personally I'm not the type of mom where, like, I punish my kids and stuff like that. I don't, that's just not me. That's not something I like to do. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. I don't punish my kids, but what I like to do is I like to teach them a lesson, and I like to give them options. I give them options because at the end of the day, they do have responsibilities and there are things that they have to do. But I am like, I would say I'm a clever mom because I am able to give them decisions and have them feel like it's a decision when it's really, really what I want them to do anyway. So what you have to do is, like yesterday, I actually gave my son two options. And it's also me also asking for help and not trying to do everything on my own. So what I do is my oldest son, he helps me with the dog. Actually, all the boys help me walk the dog. But there's two things that needed to be done. So the dog needed to be walked and the dishes needed to be done. And we had just got finished eating dinner. So I gave him an option. I said, listen, you can either walk the dog or you can do the dishes for me. So now he's going to be upset because he actually doesn't like walking a dog. I think it's because he's a teenager and he just hates leaving the house. Like, these teens these days, they are just so different. They're so different than us millennials, like how we used to be. Like, I was ready to get out the house. Ask me to do anything, I'm out. I'm leaving. Okay, I'm leaving. If it's to go to the store, okay, I'm going to the store. I'm getting something. I'm getting out of here. Okay. But teens now, like, they really, I think we've made their environment so comfortable that they don't like to leave the house. So make a long story short, I could tell in the tone of voice that he had that he was a little upset, like, oh, I gotta do this. I'm like, listen, I know you don't like walking the dog, but I'm giving you a decision. So either you walk the dog or you do the dishes. And I knew that he was gonna do the dishes. He picked do the dishes. Now me, when I was younger, I'm like, I'm not picking do the dishes. I'm going to walk the dog. That's what I'm gonna do. But my son is different than me, you know? So you have to use your strengths in motherhood because that's what's going to help you get through this journey, because motherhood can be difficult if you make it difficult. Don't make it difficult. And when you come across trials and errors, like, you have to forgive yourself. You just have to move. You have to be able to move on. And you also have to learn from the things that have happened in the past. So I already know that my son sometimes he gives me a little attitude. Like I said, he's a teen. So he gives me a little attitude when I ask him to do things. Like, he's not outright disrespectful. And I'm happy about that, because I've seen teens that are very rude to their parents. And yeah, my son is not like that, thank goodness. So, but he's a human, you know, he doesn't want to do things at times. But I know one of my strengths are that I have a clever way of being able to get my children to do things without forcing them to do it. So there are times that I do get frustrated, but for the most part, that's one of my strengths. I know I'm good at it. Thank you. Good morning. Hello. How you doing? I'm so happy that y'all are here today, because I think this is a good topic. I've watched videos in the past about this topic, and the things I'm going to talk about are not things that I have heard. So that's why I'm glad that I'm talking about how to be a happy mom. That's what this video is, if you don't see get to see the thumbnail. So the next thing I want to go over, I actually have my notes. I'm so prepared today. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so responsible, y'all. Focus on your strength. I think I need to refresh this because I actually put some other things in here. Let me go back. Let's see. Did it refresh itself? I don't think it refreshed itself. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Because I added some more things to my list that I wanted to go over, and I don't want to miss anything because they're important. Okay, very important. So let me refresh my list real quick. Let's see, did it do it? Did it do it? Yes, it did it. Okay, all right, let me turn it off. I have I turned on my mobile hotspot so that way I can be able to look at my list. So I have this other phone. It's not on, but I use the mobile hotspot from my phone to be able to sync my checklist and my app. The app is called Keep. So I really love this because it gives me an option to be able to have my list digitally with me, and it doesn't get wet or ripped up or anything like that. So it's a good thing to do. But anyway, so let me stay on subject. Focus on your strengths. So one of the strengths you might have is that maybe you might be really good at having an amazing bedtime routine. And that is one of the things that I struggle with. But if you are a mom and you notice like, okay, my mornings are literally crazy hectic. They normally never go right. Now, I do want you to have a positive attitude and try not to say that every day. But you know in your mind, okay, things are not going to go perfect, but at least when it comes to bedtime, my bedtime routine is vicious. The kids are in the bed on time every night. Okay, and that's something that can make you happy as a mom. Just not looking forward to your kids going to sleep, but like looking forward to a highlight of your day, of looking forward to something actually going right for you. And sometimes it be the smallest things that just make you feel happy, that they'll make you feel accomplished. That's really what I'm going for. Like, happiness is just a feeling. Like, it's going to come and go. But like I said in the beginning, you have to decide if you're going to be happy as a mom. It's not something that just falls on you, or you have a child and now you're happy. Of course you're going to be happy in that moment, the day that you do give birth to your child, but there's going to be so many more ups and downs between that time period where you're going to have to decide. You just have to decide to be a happy mom. So let's say, like I said, let's say your bedtime routine is vicious. You are so good at getting them kids in the bed, okay? You know what that also means? That means you're also probably good at getting good sleep, because once the kids are in the bed, you get to rest. If you don't want to rest, that's also a good time for you to be able to do your self-care. That's time for you to be able to focus on yourself. If you have any goals that you want to achieve, that's a good time to spend time and work at that as well. So your strengths may look different than mine, but every mom has a strength. Maybe your strength is organization. Maybe you're good at organizing your house to the point where everything has a home. Not every mom can do that, okay? That is a skill. That's something you have to be proud of. So, hold on a second, order my coffee. I'm getting my coffee. I've been so excited.
How can I help you?
Hello, can I order a medium hot coffee?
How would you like it?
Do you still have pumpkin spice as a flavor?
Yes.
Okay, can I get pumpkin spice, sugar, and milk?
Alrighty, anything else?
No, that's it. That's it for today. All right, thank you. Oh my God, they still got pumpkin spice. It'd be like, it's the little stuff, like, see, I'm happy. You see how small that was? Like, little stuff like that makes me happy. And when I say being happy as a mom, I don't only mean being happy in the presence of your children, because once you have kids, you're a mom. You are, no matter where you go. You're a mom at the gym. You're a mom at the grocery store. You're a mom while you're running errands. You're a mom hanging out with your friends. You're always going to be a mom. So it really just depends on what you decide is going to make you happy. For me, coffee makes me happy. I like coffee, I know a lot of y'all like coffee. If you're watching my channel, I know you like coffee, at least a little bit, okay? At least a little bit. But, okay, what was I saying? Maybe organization is one of your strengths. Maybe that's one of your strengths. Like I said, a lot of moms can't, not every mom, but there are moms that are they just can't organize their house to save their lives. Like, they're struggling day in and day out to just get this thing together. But that might be one of your strengths. That's something that you need to focus on and be happy about. You know what I mean? So whatever your strengths are, I want you to focus on that. and not look so much to your weaknesses as, you know, the thing that's going to be holding you back from being happy. Because being happy as a mom is not just beneficial for you, but it's beneficial for your child too. Because believe it or not, maybe our kids may not say it, but they love to see us happy. They love to see us happy, because not only does that radiate onto them and gives them that energy, but it also puts them in a good mood. And guess what? They're probably going to want to be around you more. Okay, so if you're the mom and your kids always want to be around you, it's probably because you're a happy mom. You probably are one of those happy moms, you know. And when you're happy, it shines a light onto your kids, but that also reflects into their day-to-day lives, like when it comes to them going to school, the way that they interact with their friends, when they go out and play at the playground, how they treat other children. Like, you being happy as a mom, like I said, those list of things that I named, making the decision to be happy, focusing on your strengths. When you're able to do that stuff as a mom, your kids are going to see that, and you're going to be an example for them, and it's going to make them to want to do things in life to make themselves happy as well. I'm about to pay for my coffee. I should have paid for it with the app. I think I'm missing out on my points. Hello, good morning. Yes. Good morning. God bless you. Have a great day. Send you love and positivity. Thank you so much. Good morning. Thank you. Yes, positivity. I love that. I need that in my life. I need it. I'm sending it right back to you. Right back to you. Thank you. Frederick says he likes my message. Thank you so much. Okay. Yes, thank you so much for leaving comments. When you get a chance, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button so other people get to see this video, so they know this is a video that people like. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a good day. All right, let me get out of here. Okay. Let me check my time. Okay. I'm gonna have to move a little faster with my topics now. Okay. I tend to spend a lot of time on one topic, but I think it's a good thing, you know. I think everybody may have to hear it in a different way sometimes. So it's a good way to be able to, you know, spread the message. So the next thing I want to talk about is I want you to recognize and understand that there are seasons in motherhood. So when I say that there are seasons in motherhood, what I mean is that the way that you are now as a mom, you may not be that way next year. And seasons, I don't mean like winter, summer, fall, but they can relate to that in a way where you are not always going to be the same person all the time. You're going to have your bad days. You're going to have times where maybe you may not be able to buy that toy for your child that you saw in the store, and they're in the store begging for it over and over again, and you just don't have it this time. You just can't do it. You know, you may be in a season of where maybe you're a working mom and you have to do overtime. Maybe you have to work overtime because maybe their electric bill got too high, or, you know, you may be in that time frame where you can't give all your devoted time to your child. And that is a seasonal thing. You know, that doesn't mean you're never going to be able to give that devotion to your child. And it doesn't mean that you don't care about them, but it does mean that each season in motherhood is going to be different. So not only circumstances, but let's say you're pregnant and you're about to give birth to another child. You're going to be in another season where it's going to be hard for you to give all your attention to your child. Maybe that was your only child. So maybe they were the only child at the time, but now a new baby is about to come. So there's going to be another season shift. So you have to understand that in motherhood, the way that you were a year ago, the way that you were last year, you may not be able to be the same person this year. And it doesn't always have to be negative. It can be a good thing. Maybe a year ago, you weren't able to give that much quality time to your child, but this year you are able to. Maybe your circumstances change. Maybe you're able to be a stay-at-home mom, or maybe you have a better job where you don't have to work so many hours, so you can devote that time to them now. Motherhood is seasonal. It's never stagnant. And as much as like maybe we are having a really good thing right now and we want it to stay like this and we want it to be like that forever, it may not be that way forever. And you have to be okay with the changes of motherhood because it's always going to be different. Like even our bodies as women, we go through changes, you know, from month to month. Each month we have our cycle, and that is different for us. So if as women our bodies are changing, you know, motherhood is going to change as well too. So you just have to be okay with that, and you know, and understand, okay, I'm in a season right now. It may not be the best season, but I'm okay with it being this way because next year I plan for it to be better, and I have these things in place so I can have more time with my child, or that I can be able to have more money so we can take a vacation or things like that, you know. Or maybe right now you're going hard on a goal that you have, so you have to put in an extra hour or two. So like I said, maybe that quality time is not there, but next year is going to be different, you know. So motherhood it has its seasons. So once you understand that as a mom, you go through your days knowing that better days are going to come. So you don't want to you don't dwell on the bad. You focus on what the positives are in your life as far as being a mom.
Shop.
Oh no, stop. What else I want to talk about? In motherhood, there may be things you might be going through. I have one of them down as mom guilt. So I actually made a video about how to overcome mom guilt. So I'm not going to describe it too much in this video, but if you want to go look at it, I actually put it in the description section of this video. I think if you're watching this live, you can probably view it, but if not, you can probably go back and look at it when you see the replay. But mom guilt is one of the things that sometimes can stop a mom from being happy as being a mom. So that's a video I want you to go back and look at. I talked about working overtime, being forgetful. Okay, I know you know about mom brain. Mom brain is a serious thing. They actually have scientific studies on mom brain. So if you want, you can actually go and look that up. But it's actually a thing where we can be very forgetful. And if you forget something important, like maybe your child's show, maybe they had a performance, maybe you forgot one of their important physicals where they had to get a form filled out for school, so they can do this specific sport or not, you know, things like that. Like if you forget those things, that can hinder you and how you feel about being a mom. Like you might feel like you are a bad mom in that moment, but just know like those are just seasons, and you know, you have to know that you just have to prepare for it next time. You know what I mean? So Levy says, smart, strong black woman need more like you. Thank you so much. Yes, I believe that we have resilience. We are resilient. Okay, so even though we may go through things, and motherhood can, like I said, sometimes be difficult, we can always bounce back from it. You know, don't ever think, oh, it's the end of the world, like this specific thing happened and it's over. No, it's never over. It's not over till you're gone. Okay, till you're not on this earth anymore. That's when it's over. Okay, and when you can think that way, you can be a happy mom. Like we can be resilient. Okay, so I want to go to the next topic. Okay, another thing, low self-esteem can be another thing you could be struggling with as a mom. Like our bodies go through so many changes, from the time we find out we're pregnant to the time we give birth to our child, postpartum, all those things. Our bodies are going through so many changes, and you might have low self-esteem based off how you look at this moment, you know, and you're not your old self anymore. So that's another season of motherhood that you may be going through. But just know that it is seasonal. That's what it is. It's seasonal. It's something that you're going to be able to get through, and you will be able to overcome it. You just have to make sure that you are putting in that work, putting in that time, you know, dedicating some quality time also to yourself, so you can bring your self-esteem up, so you can feel better about yourself. And no, you may not be able to get your old body, the body that you had before you had a child, but you may get something close to it. And on top of that, you really just want to focus on just feeling better in your body in general. Are you eating the right foods? Are you spending time working out? As long as you're working towards your goal, you're going to naturally just be happy because you're going to feel accomplished. So that's one of the things I want you to focus on as being a mom. is if you really want to focus on, not focus, but if you do want to be happy, you have to make that decision to be happy. You have to not only say you want to be happy, but make sure you put those steps in place so you can wake up happy every day, or wake up wanting to pursue whatever that thing is that is going to make you happy. So the next thing I want to talk about is treating yourself. Okay, treat yourself. Do not sit around and deprive yourself. That's an absolute no-no. Like, just because you're a mom, it does not mean that you have to not give yourself anything. So when I say treat yourself, one of the things I like to refer to is like when you get your paycheck and they always say pay yourself first. That's what I like to do when it comes to treating myself as a mom. So what I do is, so my husband makes most of the income. I make a little bit of money. I have like my little side hustles and stuff like that. But when I do get paid, when I do get money, the way that I treat myself is I start small. Honestly, I get myself a coffee. As you can see, I got a coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. So I treat myself with a coffee that I didn't have to make myself at home. Somebody else made it for me. Or I'll go and purchase something that I've been wanting to get for a while, and that's one of the ways that I treat myself. I give myself quality time. I take myself to the gym and I spend an hour in the gym by myself. That's my self-care for myself. That's one of the ways that I like to treat myself. And treating yourself may look different than what mine is, or what I do to treat myself. But to be a happy mom, you have to treat yourself. You have to know that you come first, and you literally have come first, because your children would not even be able to be here if you were not here first. So you have to make sure you put on your mask first before you can even put on your child's mask. That's really the terminology. That's really what I mean. You know what I mean? Like, you have to take care of yourself. If you are not taking care of yourself, it's going to be almost impossible to be a happy mom. Like, it's so hard to do that if you're not taking care of you. So I'm going to go and read the messages. Hello, Frederick. It says, you're a beautiful, young, smart lady who is a real productive member of society by spreading a great positive message for young ladies who needs it. Thank you so much. And that's really what I want to do. I don't want to come on here and just be talking about gossip or like silly stuff. I really want to push my community forward, you know, and if this is the way that I can do it, this is the way that I can, because I know here on YouTube I'm able to reach so many people around the world, and I'm only one person. So because I have this platform, I'm able to share my message, because I personally have been through a lot. Like, my YouTube channel, I've had this for years now, and I've been able to share my message and some things that have helped me. And even if I can only help one person, like, that means so much to me. That makes my day. And honestly, that's one of the things that makes me a happy mom, is that I'm able to spread my message as a mom, to be able to help other moms, help them improve themselves, because that's really what this channel is for. This channel is for the self-improvement of moms. So, like, even if you aren't a mom that's watching this channel, like, if you can share this live, share some of the videos that you may have seen on my channel that you think may be helpful for another mom, because you never know, like, it may be the smallest thing that you say that can actually help propel somebody forward, or help them get up on their feet and decide, you know, today I want to change. I want to be better. And just that one tip that you gave them can actually propel them forward. So thank you so much for that message. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, Michael. You love my hair? Yes. Okay. If you watch my channel, or you go back and look at my videos, listen, I've been growing my hair for 4 years, and I'm really proud of my progress. I really am. I am. Thank you so much. So the next thing, I need to start driving home. So my husband has to work today, and I don't want to be that wife that is late and I'm holding him up. Okay, so I'm going to start moving and get my booty cheeks out of here. How do I get out of here? Am I trapped? I think I'm trapped in here. Excuse me. Hello, I'm trying to get out. Can you move back some? How do I move? Okay. All right. Thank you. Maybe she's gonna move back a little more, ma'am. I don't want to hit you now. Okay. I'm trying not to. I'm not the best driver. I'm not the best driver, but you know, I don't want to hit nobody. Okay. All right, I'm moving now. I'm on the roll. So I'm going to double check and make sure that my Wi-Fi is not on, because the location of the city I live in, the Wi-Fi be jacked up, okay? And going from cell tower to next cell tower, maybe I don't know the terminology for it, but like I just be really struggling. Like I don't want to be struggle streaming now. So let me make sure I turn off the Wi-Fi. Okay, it's off. So cross my fingers and hope it doesn't start glitching or anything. But I have to start moving now. But I'm hoping that if you're watching a replay to this message, that you're able to take something from this video and bring it into your parenthood as a mom, and you know, try to shift your mindset to become more of a happy mom, because your children really need that. Like, you know, kids never ask to be here, so you don't want to be miserable around them all the time, because it makes them feel like they're not wanted, and we don't want our kids to feel like we don't want them here, because what would be the point in even having them if we don't want them here? So we have to give them an outlook on life where we're happy to be here, so they can be happy to be here and happy to be, you know, your child. You know what I mean? So let me see, what was the next thing I want to talk about? Happiness. Okay. Happiness in motherhood requires conscious effort. Okay. It is something that not only do you have to make a decision, but you have to take each step every day. Take a step every day to make strides towards being a happy mom, or towards being, I would say, a better mom. Because most of us are already, I consider a lot of us good moms, okay? We are good moms. I like to put that energy out there. We're already good moms, but we want to be better moms. So some of the things that you can start with when it comes to making a conscious effort to being a good mom is that you want to seek, if you have a higher power, if you believe in a higher power, whoever it is, seek your higher power for advice and guidance. Because doing this alone, oh my goodness, motherhood is so difficult alone. Literally alone. It is hard. It can be very, very difficult. So whoever you believe in, whoever your God is, seek them for advice. You know, sit and do your meditation. Maybe the answers might come to you. Sit and pray and really think about, you know, how can I improve my situation? How can I help my children be able to behave better in school? How can I help them be able to get better grades in school? Help them be able to focus in class? Maybe I need to shift the way I view things so my children can look at it in a better way as well too. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ghetto grandmom of 8. I love that. Hey grandma. Yes, my grandmom is no longer here, but I love to see a grandma here. I know y'all have so much good advice for us. That's another thing I wanted to say too. If you want to be a happy mom, making that conscious effort is that you need to seek advice, not only from your higher power, but the women around you, the women that have been here before you. Do you have a woman in your life that you appreciate, that you look up to? Like, ask them for advice. You know, we have a grandmama here right now. Maybe she knows that on time, so you can
she been seeing the brighter side of things. I'm tired of it. You mind every day, don't try to file no restraint. I'm working on myself because,
oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. My husband called me. He's like, girl, you better hurry up and get your butt onto this house, because we share a car. So my husband can get this car. But I'm gonna ride with him today, so we're gonna keep going. Okay. What was I saying? Yes. So asking people, that other moms that have come before you, Maybe they have some good, not maybe, okay, they have good advice. All right, I have learned a lot of things from other moms that are older than me. They have taught me so much, okay? Even growing up as a child, I have seen things that my mom did that helped me be a happy child, which in turn makes me a happy mom because I'm able to pass those things down to my children. I really remember my mother's demeanor and how sweet she was to me. And even though things may not have gone the way she wanted it to go, she will wake up the next day with a good attitude. And that's one of the things I really admire about my mom. And I'm trying not to cry. Excuse me. Woo! I did not expect that to overwhelm me. Ooh. That we have to be able to take with us into our motherhood, because they've already done this journey, you know. Whew. I did not expect to cry. Oh my goodness. That's not makeup. Excuse me, y'all. Oh my goodness. Oh, you can tell I love my mom. Before us, we can learn so much from them. So we really have to be able to take the things we learn from them, and we can adapt those habits and put them into our motherhood as well too. Let me see. My husband told me to beat the horn when I'm outside. Maybe he'll let me drive. I don't know. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love my mom. I really, oh, sorry. You can go around. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm double parked, so I'm like really in the way. I think my husband's going to want to drive, so let me move my phone. Hold on. You want to drive? You going to drive, babe? No, come around. Come around. I don't think he can hear me. Oh. Thank you, babe. Thank you so much. Thank you, honey. My husband is such a gentleman. Open the door for me, y'all. Okay, so, I might be able to actually sip my coffee now. Let me put my seatbelt on, you know. I like to drive safe, okay? Safety first. We always do safety first, okay? Sending love and light to you, darling. Thank you so much, Lizzie. Thank you so much, Lizzie. And you look gorgeous, by the way. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I love pink. I feel like I'm feeling like a light today. I feel like I'm glowing, okay? It feels so good. Hey, honey. Hey. Oh, my coffee is plain. I should say, this is why I taste my coffee. They forgot the sugar. Don't taste like no sugar in here. But what did I want to say next? Okay, let me get back on subject, okay? This live is longer than what I thought it would be, but it's okay. Thank y'all for bearing with me. I appreciate this. So, focus on the next thing I wanted to say is when it comes to being a happy mom, the conscious effort, one of the things that you can do, and you can read parenting books. So here on YouTube, I actually have a playlist. It's called Gist Books, and Gist just stands for get your ish together. Okay, I don't like to curse on my lives, but it stands for ish together, and it's books. So these are audio books. Some of them But there are some parenting books in there that you might be able to that can I have read a few of them, and some of them are very, very long. So while I'm driving, I'll play one of them, and it gives me really good advice on how to be a better parent in general, or how to help your children be able to, behave better, how you can basically communicate with them better. And books are going to help you elevate your motherhood, and it's going to make you a happier mom in general, or just more. I think I'm about to turn on the radio. I'm going to say I'm turning on the radio. I'm sorry. Why would I think you would do that? That's so rude. I'm sorry. But reading parenting books are going to help you be a happier mom, because the information that you use from them, you'll be able to apply to being a mom. And that's advice that you didn't even have to ask anybody for. It's free advice on it. Starting with my playlist. Like I said, it's on my channel under playlist, and it's called Gist Books. And if you scroll through, you'll be able to find those. There's also other books there, books from like Robert Greene, Lisa Nichols. It's a lot of books there. So just scroll to the parenting books, and believe me, they're very helpful. So try those out. Make sure my Wi-Fi is not on. Oh my God, it's on again. So you probably didn't even hear what I said, but it's okay. Peace from New York City. Hello, welcome. Heard. Get that bread. Thank you, blessings. Thank you so much. Thank you, 8. So I'm gonna go to the next thing on my list. So the next thing I wanted to talk about, and this actually is the last thing I want to talk about. Is I want you to savor the peaceful moments. So one thing that makes us happy, and I think this goes for all moms universal, is being able to have some peace and quiet sometimes. Okay, I think we all enjoy peace and quiet. Okay, everybody in here, everybody in this live enjoys some peace and quiet sometimes. So I think that savoring those peaceful moments that you have by yourself, even if it's only, I say 30 minutes or so, where maybe the kids are outside playing, riding their bikes, or playing basketball at the recreation center, or maybe they went to grandmom's house for the weekend or something like that. Those moments that you get, you have to, when I say savor, you need, oh, that was rude. You need to be able to take that time and devote it to yourself, and decide what you're going to do in that moment and enjoy it, because like moments like that don't always come when you're a mom. You're not going to have a lot of quiet moments. You're not going to have a lot of time to yourself in the house where nobody's home. Like that's something that you're probably not going to get all the time. But when you do get it, when you do receive that time, you have to be grateful for it, because it does not always come. So one of the things I like to do in my peace and quiet time, it was not always at the house, of course, but one of my quiet times, what I consider quiet, is going to the gym. So I go to the gym and I work out for an hour, and then maybe sometimes I'll use the massage chairs, or I'll use the stretching area that they have, and I'll put on my earphones and listen to some meditation music. Like those are times where I can get quiet, and I really do enjoy that moment. I savor the crap out of that moment. Okay, sometimes I'm there, I'm like, yeah, do I have to go home? I'm really thinking about it, but I want to go home, but I'm enjoying the moment so much, and I'm very grateful for it. I think it makes me a happier mom, being able to have day. That was so crazy, but my reflexes though, did you see that? Oh my God, that was rough. I caught you though. Oh, what did I just drop? Oh, it's just my case. That's fine. But being able to relish those moments, like when you get that peace and quiet, oh my goodness, it makes a big difference in your attitude and your outlook on being a mom, you know. So let's say you don't get to have an entire hour or two to be able to go to the gym. When your kids are asleep, that's still considered as those peaceful moments. The kids are asleep, the house is quiet. Maybe your husband or your boyfriend is home or something like that, and you're able to, you know, have that quiet time where you can go for a walk. Maybe one of your family members are in town, and maybe you can ask them, listen, do you mind watching the kids for me while I get in a 30-minute nap or something like that? You know, like that. Those are good moments where you can be able to just be in the moment and get some quiet time, you know. And you have to be grateful for those moments, like I said, because they don't always come all the time. The last thing I'm going to talk about when it comes to savoring those quiet moments is that wherever you are, let's say you get some time where you can go hang out with your girlfriends, or you get some time where you get to go have lunch with your sister or your brother or maybe some other family member or friend. Be where you are in that moment. Try not to worry about your kids. So I think that's one of the things we do as moms, is that, like, when we go out and we hang out with friends or we hang out with people and we don't have our kids with us, all we do is talk about our kids. So that's one of the things I want you to kind of like not stop doing completely, because you can't turn off being a mom. It's something that you can't do, but try to dial it back a little bit, you know. In that moment, maybe talk about yourself. Talk about some things that you're looking forward to doing. Talk about, you know, talk about something else, something other than your kids in that moment, because then it'll actually feel like you had a quiet moment away from your children. You know, so that's one of the things that you can do as well, to be able to savor those quiet moments. So I'm going to end the live there. Thank you all so much for joining me. But I'm about to hop onto the highway, the expressway. I don't really know how the service is going to be, and it's pretty bumpy out here. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'm going to go over the list real quick, just in case you did not hear the beginning. But I do want you to go watch and watch the replay. To be a happy mom, these are my tips. Never forget that, okay? Focus on your strengths. I want you to recognize and understand that motherhood has seasons. Treat yourself, okay? Don't forget to treat yourself sometimes. Happy motherhood requires conscious effort. And the last thing is to savor those peaceful moments. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please give me a thumbs up so other people can know that this video is liked and that it's something that is important. You know, it's a informative video that might be helpful for you. So thank you so much. And I was about to say my old slogan, but don't forget that balanced motherhood is possible for every mom. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.